morning, entrepreneurs, and welcome to show number 84. We're so glad that you're joining us today. I am joined by the lovely Denise Malay, who is the findability queen herself. She is a tech simplifier, and honestly, anything tech, you need a tech whisperer. That's Denise. So, Denise, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. I'm thrilled to be here with you.
Thank you. And if it's your first time watching, I just want to let you know I'm Kim White. I'm the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team and community and Hot Mess Express. I'll just say that out loud too. So there you go, Denise.
It's what Fridays are for, right? We're all messes. Messy's
right.
Beautiful.
That's right.
That's right. Kim, I think we want to start off in our favorite place to begin, which is in Entrepreneur Land today.
I love Entrepreneur Land. I love all of it, Denise Malay. And so I wish I had my crystal ball to tell what the theme was, since it's spooky week and all. But let me just say this. Today's theme is seeing into the future. But we don't need a crystal ball to see into the future. We actually have many other ways that we can predict how we're going to do in business. So today's theme is seeing into the future, and wait till we share some of the things about this theme with y'all today.
I'm pretty excited. We can start by looking at how our community operates and the things that we do, and that'll give you kind of a window into what we do. So let's look at the GME Chronicles for the week.
Thank you, Kim and team. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the GME Chronicles. My name is Jill Olish, and we have some updates to share today on October 25th, 2024. The GME Chronicles is the celebration of moving the needle in our businesses, and we want to share these numbers out loud with you to show what is possible when we come together. Last week included 4 Pilates classes with Kat, the Unlocking Playfulness Play Shop with Yvonne, rounds 28 and 29 of Fire Up Mastermind, the last 2 sessions of Simple Publishing Mastermind, and 2 sessions of Groundwork Brigade Mastermind. Congratulations to those who completed round 6 of Simple Publishing Mastermind. We look forward to a new round in 2025. Kat posted 1 blog, Adam posted 1 interview, My Sexy Business posted 8 new clips on YouTube, and was live with show number 83 of GME. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and never miss a clip or show. 6 new podcast episodes dropped last week. Go give them a listen. We had Mama Outspoken with episode number 13, Sisters in Service with episode 169, Mucked Up My Self-Care with episode 78, 5 and 15 Interviews Leadership Series with episode 38, Late Bloomer Living with episode 202, and Buckets and Boomgates with episode 80. On Clubhouse, Adam and Denise hosted the My Sexy Business Not Creepy room on Wednesday, and on Thursday, we held the 10th Walk and Talk with the community. You can connect with your favorite roving reporter through the GME directory. Just head over to www.mysexybusiness.com/GME, and you can find us all there. Last week's number of 30 brings our grand total to 5,862 amazing things done collectively by this community since December 2021. We look forward to more updates coming up next week. If you are ready to join in on the fun around here, you can find us coming up at the Mama Outspoken Village, the Vision Board Party and Sticky Note Time Party and Panel, the Big Show and Tell, TNT Website Workshop, and Website Royalty Workshop. Also, save the date for the next Groundwork Brigade open house on November 6th and 7th and Hope to Hope on November 22nd. Back to you in the GME studio.
Wow.
I know. I'm so excited, Denise.
Cheers. My little daughter drove me this picture.
Oh, well, I have my mama bear cap because I'm pretty fierce today, but I drank my coffee. I just want you to know down to almost the bottom. So
the drip's here too. So
okay, so I am going to pull an audible. I think this is humorous because we keep telling everybody watching we are messy and it's beautiful because it shows progress. But we were actually recording in this StreamYard studio in another place, and we, as in me, moved the layout and did not move it back. So if you all will hold, please, Denise, could you buckle your seatbelt? Because I am actually going to go in and move us for just a second, because you know what? As much as we love each other, we don't need to sit on each other's laps. How's that?
perfect. Oh, I'm breathing better. Already.
I've had my shower. I did have a shower.
I was getting a little claustrophobic there, Kim.
So I am giggling because we use the studios for all kinds of things. And we just want to say that out loud, that if you're watching and you're not doing some of these crazy things that we do, we want you to know you don't have to do all of this kind of stuff. But we do want you to get a glimpse into the behind the scenes. So we don't mind just calling an audible when necessary. And it was all me, y'all, all me. So now it's fixed.
But it's how we all learn too. So, you learn through your mistakes. So we got to go from there, right? Yet another thing on the checklist before we start. So anyway, I want to head over to one of our sponsors, which is Kat Crociato and her Military Minute.
Kat, I think you're one of the bravest humans I know. I love that you have really, taken business serious and got into this adventure. I love all of this. How did your military background help you with that?
Oh, that's a great question. One of the things that the military, and I can only speak for the Air Force, I would love to assume that it's across the board, but for me, the Air Force taught me to rely on myself. When I first went in the military, you're just this green kid who doesn't know anything about anything. And it taught me how to be strong enough to know that I can get through things. And I think that's the way it is in business, is you've got this. It might take you some practice, like when you're trying to shoot an M16 and pass. It takes a little practice, but you'll get better. And I think we are sometimes, as veterans, afraid to make a mistake because you didn't want to make a mistake. But I think as an entrepreneur, you learn from your mistakes. And I think when you're allowed to make mistakes, I think you relax a little more and you tend to do your best. And someone will say, well, what about changing this? And you're like, oh, I didn't think about that. And the military was like that for me also. And so my boss he said, hey, if you make a mistake, let me know and let's fix it together. And that was some of the best advice I'd ever gotten from him.
What wisdom this woman has to share, you two, sharing all these things. It's wonderful. And we'll skip over the pregnant pause in there,
I was going to say, oh, no way. No, Kat and I are not pregnant. Let's just say that. But
forgive me, colloquial use of the word. I apologize for the phrasing. Oh, we're going rogue already.
It was funny though, because just another incident you all need to know about that was not planned. We left too much on the end of the clip, and there you go. That's what happens when you're running fast, running fast. Well, let me just say, we definitely run fast in this community. And this community means the world to me because I believe we are a home for entrepreneurs. And one of the places that we feel like is an exceptional place and space is where you can ask questions, and that is Groundwork Brigade. Whenever someone joins the community, that's where they start because you know what? When you're an entrepreneur, you have lots of questions, lots. And I think when someone makes fun of you, because I was in a different space, I'll call it, where they would be really smarty pants about like, look it up or and I had already tried to look up things, answers because I didn't want to be sounding like I didn't know what I was doing or sounding stupid. And I think that's one of the most important parts about Groundwork Brigade. It's a place to ask until you're clear. So if you have questions, you want to ask questions about Groundwork Brigade, we are having the last open house on November the 6th and 7th. I cannot believe it's already 2024 has flown by, but it is the last one for the year, Denise.
I am excited that we've gone through so much together, but at the same time, it's like November, holidays. Oh no, year end. Wow. Where did that go? Where did it go? It just flew by. But
So
open house is a great, comfortable space to get to know what we do and who we're about. So please reach out to any one of us if you're interested in doing that or just having a conversation. The directory of all of us on the mysexybusiness.com website has all of the roving reporters and leadership of the community. So please reach out.
I think that's an important thing for everybody to note. The roving reporters are all part of the community, and go and chat it up with them. They're like open and amazing. I'll just say that. So.
We are wonderful. No, I'm just kidding. we enjoy sharing the real world with people. We're not in it for ourselves. We're in it for the community and success. So okay, so Kim, I think we need to go visit with our great friend Donna Bender with her segment on surprise and delight marketing because it's so entertaining. We can't put it off any longer.
Donna Bender is a master givologist, branding product strategist, corporate marketing trainer, published author, host of The Big Show and Tell, summit leader, and GME Roving Reporter.
Thanks, Kim. This is Donna Bender coming to you today as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. Today's surprise and delight marketing segment is about the most delicious way to leave a lasting impression. Taste. Taste is another overlooked sense when it comes to branding, but it's incredibly impactful. Have you ever noticed how certain flavors can instantly take you back to a specific moment or place? That's the power of taste memory. And studies show that our sense of taste is closely linked with our emotions and our memories, like our sense of smell, making it a potent tool for creating a sweet impression and an unforgettable brand experience. Imagine sending out delicious branded gourmet chocolates, custom coffee blends, or even a set of spices with a custom branding iron that turns a regular barbecue into a branded, flavorful experience. And your clients will associate that delicious flavor with your brand every time they fire up the grill. When you're thinking about your next branded product, don't forget the power of taste, because nothing says memorable like a flavor your customers can't get off their minds or off their palates. In a world where consumers are bombarded with information, sensory marketing helps your brand stand out and stay top of mind. By leveraging the power of sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste, you're not just giving a product, you're giving an experience. Back to you at the GME studio.
My goodness. This is so much fun. I'm sitting here thinking, yes, chocolate, yes, grilling, yes. The only thing she didn't mention that I really would love a popcorn flavor. But anyway, I digress. Donna has this monthly live stream show called The Big Show and Tell on her YouTube channel. And the next one is Tuesday, October 29th at 1 p.m. Central. Don't miss it. Don't miss it.
Let me just say, for the record, Donna talked to me into doing something. I do co-host. I'm her backup singer for The Big Show and Tell. And she convinced me to do something, and it is worth taking a second to laugh at us, if nothing else. I will just say that. So if you haven't already subscribed to her channel so that you are notified of the Big Show and Tell, definitely go head over to Donna at Donna Bender Giving and subscribe, because I'm telling you, y'all will not be probably proud of me when you come back to the next GME after the show and tell on Tuesday.
Not possible. We are always proud of what you do, Kim. You are out there for each one of us, sticking your little head out. So we love it.
Well, this one might be a little stick out farther than usual, Denise. I'm just saying it for the record. Just saying it for the record.
Come on.
Well, let's head over to conversations and storytelling for entrepreneurs with our very own Linda Bonney. Linda Bonney is a master storyteller, conversationalist, creative writer, podcast host and producer, published author, summit leader, and GME Roving Reporter.
Thanks, Kim. Today, I want to talk about a tip that I've been learning for quite some time. When storytelling and writing online, I think it's really important to be clear and not try to be too clever. Now, a lot of people misunderstand exactly what this means. Being clear doesn't mean you have to be boring. It means being very specific on the outcome that you're going to provide. This is especially important when you are putting call to actions on your website or on social media. Instead of saying something like, get it now, you may say something like, start a free trial here. That way you can tell them exactly what they're getting. And the more specific you are, the clearer it is to them in what they are receiving from you. That's it for now. Back to you in the GME studio.
So Linda Bonney was challenged with something, Denise, in case you haven't heard. She was challenged because she is a brilliant writer. And,
Yes.
you know, our websites can give lots of information about us, but our blog can kind of show the other facets of us. And so Linda was challenged and got a big eye roll, just going to say, but...
No. Not Linda.
She was challenged to write 100 blogs because she has so many different styles of writing that she does, and it's just amazing. So lindabonney.com/blog. Let me just say that. Go there and check out all the blogs. She will entertain you. She will make you think about things. And just for anyone who hasn't been there yet, there's one that is actually about the guy that created this. So
Mr. Rubik himself.
Mr. Rubik, I just think it's fun. It's a fun blog, and if you're a reader, go read away, because there's such good stuff over there.
Yes, she's a master storyteller, and I thoroughly enjoy whatever I have time to consume of hers. And I haven't seen the blogs yet, but I'm looking forward to it. They're on that list. Catch up. So. And Linda is one half of the podcast hosting duo for the podcast Mucked Up My Self-Care. The other half is Jill Olish, and we're going to head over to her world and talk about mama entrepreneurs.
Jill Olish is the ambassador of moms, founder and leader of the Mama Outspoken Village, published author, podcast host, executive team leader of My Sexy Business, host of the Vision Board Party, associate producer, and GME Roving Reporter.
Thanks, Kim. So of all the craziness that I do between bringing my son to school and then my core work hours and then home time, there are routines that we have, and those routines change. And I would say that I try to be a little control freaky about it and not let them change too much. But let's take a day like today, for instance, where my son is homesick. My routine has to change. I have to be more accommodating to him, and I want to be accommodating to him. I want to be able to be there and cuddle with him on the couch and take care of him and not be responsible for work things. But I am still responsible for work things. So I think that is one of the positives that I see in entrepreneurship, is that during a nap, when he is trying to feel better, I can either nap and feel better myself because I'll need it as well, or I can spend a little bit of time recording a segment for you to listen in on GME, and then I get to go right back into helping out my son and make him feel better. That flexibility in when I get to work and do the things that need to be done for my business, for others' businesses, whoever I'm working with, my team, just makes the magic happen. And yes, my routines change. I try not to let them, but they do. So don't be discouraged when you have a sick day or your routine changes because of something coming up. Just know you'll get the work done and there's no unnecessary pressure. Back to you.
I tell you, Jill is so amazing with all the things she does and the clarity she has about her approach to the world. And I'm sure it's developed over time, but there are moments where I go, wow, I wish I had that kind of head on me when my children were little. That would have been a different world, you know?
I think all of us think that.
Oh my goodness. But Jill also is her mission is to help mama entrepreneurs, but moms postpartum and all sorts of things she's doing for young moms. And she has this village, the Mama Outspoken Village, and they have a gathering once a month. The next one is Saturday, October 26th at 8 a.m. Central. And it's a safe space for moms to gather and talk and share ideas and comfort each other and kind of just feel like they have a home. So I highly recommend check it out if you are looking for a community.
I think it takes a village to raise a child, but I also think it takes a village to raise mamas, because mamas do need each other. So I love what she's doing, and it happens to be in the morning. Let me just put that out there. So no excuses, y'all. Get over there and join Jillo, and I think you will enjoy it. That's what I'm going to say.
And so, Kim, as I said, Jill and Linda share this great podcast called Mucked Up My Self-Care. And I just want to say really quickly, it's raw, unedited, across the globe, two moms with kids running in the background, sharing, different stories. And I highly, highly recommend you add it to your playlist.
It's very, very good. And I'm proud of them for doing it. I think they're on bazillion episode. I can't remember. Almost 80, I think.
I'm not good with that, remembering those things. But, when they hit the 100 or the mark, the milestones, then I remember. So I'm sorry. I don't have that one in my head. But we also have something coming up next Monday, the 28th of October, is our next vision board party. So let's take a look at some info on that coming up soon.
Do you remember making vision boards, getting a bunch of magazines and cutting out all the pretty images and headings? Do you remember feeling the drive after doing that and wanting to work so badly on obtaining all those things? I'm Jill Olish, the executive leader of the My Sexy Business team and host of our vision board parties. Vision boards are a powerful tool we use to help create the life we want. We can make our dreams our reality. And now we are bringing the fun to the community. You are invited to join us for our next vision board party. Whether this is your first time or you're due for an update, we will be working on updating our own vision boards and celebrating some of our wins from the quarter too. Bring your goals, aspirations, imagination, and snacks to create the visual roadmap to your dream life. RSVP with your email for the Zoom link at mysexybusiness.com.
We just have to make this little correction because we just haven't had time to up-level it in the commercial, but it's not on Zoom, it's in our community. So it's an amazing space, though, that we hold because we all believe in vision boards in this community. And when you think about a vision board, it's like you're giving your brain the ability to help you get what you want. You are literally putting it out there to find out what you want from your life. So if you're not doing a vision board, we want to challenge you out loud in seeing into the future. We want to pull that theme in and just say, y'all need a vision board. If you don't have one, make one. If you don't know how to make one, join us. Jill has simple steps to teach everybody how. We've learned how fun it is to come together as a community, as a group, and do them and up-level them every quarter. So it's a free event. The only cost is you got to give us your email so that we can get you the link to get into the community. And it's Monday, y'all. It's here. It's upon us.
Monday. Yes, 6 p.m. Central Time, Monday, October 28th. I will say that I was not one, like I had always done vision boards as a teenager, but I really hadn't done them as an adult. What's really fun about this is the Canva piece, obviously, because that makes it so much, not everybody has all the supplies to do it. So you feel like it's not easy. This is so easy. It's ridiculous. And when you do update them, it is amazing to see, oh, that really happened. And oh, did bringing that to the forefront of my mind make me put more energy into it? It's kind of cool. So I really like the whole process.
I think the digital version makes my husband happy because he's not sweeping up glitter for weeks on end, because that's me with my glue sticks and glitters. I'm everywhere. So I am extra, y'all. But you are tuning in to Good Morning Entrepreneurs, and we're so glad you're with us today for show number 84, which blows my mind every week. Today's theme is Seeing into the Future. We definitely we're going to rub our crystal ball and say we're seeing into the future by creating our vision boards. So I'm going to just go back to that for a second. Come and join us for that. If you want to kind of have a friend to show up with, because I'm that kind of person. I want someone to go with me. Go look at the GME directory. We have a directory of all the roving reporters that you can go and connect with any of them. They're open. That's why that's there. They're open to connecting with people because that's what we believe in. Relationships build businesses in the right way. And we believe in building the right way. So just going to say all that.
Thank you, Kim, for saying that and reinforcing it again. I don't think we do enough of that, or we've been talking about that because we've done these shows for so long. We had so many things to cover. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, I hope people know that they could talk to us. It would be okay. We catch up sooner or later. Messy's beautiful. Right?
Always, Denise, always.
Yes. So let's talk about now the question of the week, Kim. The question of the week that we get from viewers sometimes send us questions and emails, and we meet people and they say, I want more out of life. Where do I begin?
I really do like this question, and I love that it falls in the vision board party upcoming, in this week, in this span of time, because I can remember when I was younger, I wanted so much out of life and I couldn't figure out, do I want a business? Do I not want a business? Do I want to stay home? Do I not want to stay home? Do I need this? Do I need that? Whatever was going on in my life felt like I didn't even know what the options were. So I'm going to challenge everyone listening with, if you're feeling that pull, that greatness is bubbling up out of you, that you want more, lean into that. Lean into that and see what your options are. Because sometimes we think the only option is the one that we see. And always there are other options around us that maybe we're not paying attention to yet. So I am going to say, lean into that feeling. Don't dismiss it. It's important. And look and see what your options for doing what it is you're wanting to do. Don't dismiss it as, well, everybody else said I can't do it. let me tell you, I've spent my whole life doing what everybody told me I couldn't do. So,
I would add to that, Kim, that I think you have to give your own voice more credence than some of the outside forces too. Because I know when you go on that journey and you start looking for answers, sometimes the people you encounter give you their voice. They don't give you your voice. So just make sure you listen, you take what fits and you don't take what doesn't fit, and you just keep looking and keep trying. Because if it's that strong in you, it's meant to be something. So don't let somebody squish it for you.
I think that this next segment, Denise, is actually a prime example of not getting squished. And that is a professional term. Don't try that at home, just saying. But this next amazing human is half of the Salty Sisters. And the Salty Sisters wouldn't have happened had she not taken a chance on things. And I'm talking way back. So I am talking about Kat Corchado, and I do want to frame this next segment a little bit because it's a little different than usual. And that is, Kat is someone who does want more out of life. She is someone who does want things that maybe she's been told she couldn't have. But Kat is having those things. She's got a book, y'all, that everybody's going to get a glimpse of later tonight. Sorry, Kat. Sorry, Kat.
She's shaking her head in the green room. You're in trouble, Rod.
I know. But I asked Adam Rothenberg, who is the interview king himself, to interview Kat on some things because Kat's got such amazing things to share. And so that's the new part of this next segment. She's done lots of stretches for us, lots of moves for us that we are grateful for. So if you need to stretch and move because, we entrepreneurs sometimes don't move enough, go back to the replays and find Kat segments. They're good stuff. But this is good stuff too. So Adam is actually interviewing the icon herself, Kat Corchado, and she is talking about what being a movement specialist really is in our Health and Wellness for Entrepreneurs segment. Kat Corchado is a proud military veteran, health and wellness professional, founder of Small Space Pilates, movement specialist for injury, illness, and cancer recovery, podcast host, published author, and GME Roving Reporter.
I'm so excited to be speaking with you today. You classify yourself as a movement specialist, as opposed to a personal trainer or fitness coach. How did you come to decide to call yourself a movement specialist?
Great question. I've always felt that when people heard the term personal trainer or fitness professional, they kind of rolled their eyes in the back of their head. And it didn't really qualify or quantify what I really did. And so I sat down one day and I said, what is it I really do through Pilates, through personal training, all of that? And I said, I watch people move. That's what I've been doing for 40 years. And so I thought, you know what? I'm not a personal trainer. I am, but I'm not going to call myself that. I want to call myself a movement specialist because that's exactly what I do. I watch people move. I watch people stand. I watch them walk, all of the things. And so it kind of stuck. I kind of like it.
I love it.
Wow.
So let me just tell you about this amazing movement specialist amongst us. She has gotten all of us huge results for our health. She just has. She has encouraged all of us. She, in the community, it's the Small Space Pilates community. We affectionately call it the Yacht Club because we are, the SS Pilates crew. She's the captain. Let's be very clear. She's the captain and directs us, but she has helped all of us feel better in our bodies. And she believes that everyone has the right to feel better or feel great. I'm going to just add that to feel great.
Great. Superb. Awesome. Terrific. Fantastic. Fabulous.
So if you have any lacking of freaking fabulousness in your life, join us in the community. Kat generously gives you a week free to test it out, make sure everybody's your flavor, whatever. But Kat can change your life. And especially if you are someone who is behind a computer screen a lot, you really need to know how to combat the effects of that. She wrote an article. Let me just tell you this, Denise. I think I've mentioned it before. I'm going to mention it again. She wrote an article that's too funny because sitting makes you stupid. And
I remember that one.
And so I look at her and I think, but she helps us know what to do to combat that, because
She
we all
does.
have to do our work. Like, we do have to do our work, but
Unfortunately, yeah, it's part of the world. So, yes, we love Kat, and we also love the other half of the Salty Sisters, Miss Yvonne Marchese. She is going to talk to us about entrepreneurship later in life.
Yvonne Marchese is the president of the Age Agitators Club, creator of the Aging Playfully Play Shop, podcast host, published author, branding photographer, summit leader, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim. This is Yvonne Marchese coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. I'm your resident age agitator, here to talk about later in life entrepreneurship. And I have a special guest with me today, Stella Fossey, who actually retired from a full career writing in the biotech industry and then started writing fiction in her 60s and published her first novel at 68. Stella, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I have a burning question for you. As an author, do you feel like you are also an entrepreneur?
Oh, absolutely. You know, when I was working in biotech as a technical writer, I didn't need to sell my writing, but when I graduated into writing what I felt like writing, all of a sudden I was in a totally different position. Whether I was working with a traditional publisher and presenting my material to them, selling them on the idea of publishing my work, or later on when I've graduated further into being an indie writer and self-publisher, all of a sudden I'm taking on every task, from thinking about who my audience is when I'm writing, to doing my own editing, my own self-publishing, all the nuts and bolts involved there, to figuring out a marketing plan that specifically fits the book that I'm writing. So that whole process from soup to nuts really is an entrepreneurial process.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And are you having fun doing it?
I'm having a blast. It is so different writing what you want to write. There is so much play involved in writing what you want to write as compared to being a corporate writer, that the difference is astonishing, and I love it every day.
That is so fantastic and so inspiring. Stella, thank you so much for being with me today. Back to you in the studio.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Thank you, Yvonne, for sharing Stella with us. First and foremost, let's say that, because it is fun to do certain things. And our very own Yvonne Marchese, let me just show the cover of the book. I'm being Vanna today, just so you know. So In Full Bloom is the name of it. It's about aging playfully. And I'm gonna go a little rogue, y'all. Just everybody in the production side, just you know how I am. But I am gonna show one of my favorite pages out of the book. And it's full of Yvonne's own photos. That's one of the things I love about it. But let me just read to you this one tiny little excerpt from her book, because I think it's important. It's your beliefs aren't facts. They are just well-practiced thoughts. Consider that your beliefs are just ruts in a well-worn road, and are they serving you? If you take the time to notice them, you have a choice as to whether or not you want to keep them or take a new road. And I think that fits with our theme today of look into the future. Is the road you're on taking you where you want to go? If it's not, change it up. Start by going to Amazon and getting Yvonne's book so that you can get all the wisdom she shares about aging playfully. Seriously, we have a choice.
We do.
She is just, she's made it plain and clear and perfect book. Perfect.
And she's an amazing photographer, branding photographer, as well as just great photographer everywhere she goes. I love the photography in that book.
Me and you both. So I think we're now going over. I don't want to put it down because I love how it feels, but I'll put it down so I don't mess everything up. I think we need to head over to just a quick chat about one of the podcasts. This community is full of podcasters. Let me just say that. All of us came from a place of, oh my goodness, we could never podcast. And then all of a sudden we take the chance and we've started to do a podcast. And now some of the humans on this show have hundreds of podcasts under their belt. So I'm going to talk about one of those humans, and that's Carrie Zarb. Carrie and I actually started Buckets and Boomgates podcast. I have this thing about buckets, and she had this thing about putting boom gates down. So that's where the name came from. But she passed the baton when she needed to do some other things. She didn't have enough time to do it, and we really didn't want it to die. She passed the baton to our beautiful Jill Olish, and we have done it very messily. Let's just be honest. It has been a messy baton passing. But Buckets and Boomgates is something very near and dear to our hearts because we have the ability to make a lot of confessions, and we do. A lot of conversations happen on there, and it's been an amazing adventure. I believe we're on 80-ish. I never remember the episode. Sorry, y'all. We have too many numbers that we go through, so it's 80-ish. Oh, thank you, Jill. Jill's like 80, where we just published 80. See, this is where I need y'all. I'm just saying.
I love Buckets and Boomgates. I have to say it because it is not scripted. It is conversation, real conversation with not just because I was a guest, mind you, but I really, really enjoy that multiple entrepreneurs come together and share situations and questions, and it's incredibly relevant to the current day.
Well, we have another one out, and I'm telling you, I made some confessions. I'm pretty sure in this episode is the one that I made a lot of confessions about being dismissed and how I did not like that, being unheard, and I did not like that. So anyway, it can get spicy sometimes, y'all, but we would love it if you would go and check it out. It's important to the show, to GME, because it's part of what helps support GME. So there you go. And speaking of one of the guests on BBG, who was an amazing guest, we actually had to do 2 episodes because we couldn't stop talking, Denise Millay. We couldn't stop and finish. We had to keep going, or it was going to be an hour-long podcast. It's up for your segment now, Denise Millay. So the findability queen herself is helping entrepreneurs be findable online. Denise Millay is the findability queen, search marketing consultant, technology simplifier, host of the virtual scavenger hunts, published author, summit leader, and GME Roving Reporter. Tell me about optimization. That word itself is pretty intimidating. What does that mean? What is optimization?
Optimization is the process of refining something, of making it better, of improving it. We all try to up-level or improve what we do. So we may write a blog post and then go back a month later and reread it and say, well, I really wanted to add this, or I wanted to add this image, or I wanted to do this. So it's a process of refinement. In search engines, optimization is it has many facets within search engines. One is making your content better so that the robots will read it and understand it better and put you potentially in results so people will see it. Optimization for where it lands on the page and search results.
You have a phrase that I'd like you to address, which is you can't optimize what you don't have.
Yes. I love this phrase, but everybody says SEO. Everybody says SEO, search engine optimization. Honestly, you can't apply optimization tactics to something that doesn't exist. So if you're not included in the search engine in the first place, you have nothing to optimize, nothing to make better. You have to get it in there first. You have to be included to then later optimize.
I love it. So one of the things that I'm very excited about with you, Denise Millay, is you have a lot of videos and shorts, clips, all that coming to your YouTube channel that answers so many of the questions that we hear all the time about all the SEO bits, all the website bits, all the how do I make this better? Do I need to spend thousands of dollars to do these things? And the answer is no, y'all. We're going to just say it out loud up front. No, you do not have to do that. Denise is a powerhouse of information that helps all of us. She is one of the reasons that our very own Adam Rothenberg hit it. Well, he's over now. He just hasn't told me the new number. He's over 1.25 million visitors. That's a lot, y'all. I know. And Denise is a lot of the reason that he knows what to do to get that kind of results. So Denise Millay, your YouTube channel is what we want to talk about. We want to say, everybody go to Denise at Denise.Millay. I'll get it right. And subscribe because
Please.
she's dropping all kinds of just amazing stuff. And if y'all don't know this already, YouTube is free. And you can get some really bad advice out there. I'm just going to say it out loud. And Denise is dropping gold. She is dropping things that are really helpful and will help you understand how to optimize, how to even understand what in the world that means for your website. So there you go, Denise Millay.
And I'm grateful for you to record some of these questions so that we could get them out there and help people out. So thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, okay. Of course, you're talking about me, so now I'm all flustered. We're going to head over to our interview king, Mr. Adam Rothenberg, with his behind the curtain story of the week.
Adam Rothenberg is the interview king, media personality, creator of the Call Me Adam entertainment platform, published author, podcast host, red carpet correspondent, associate producer, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim. It's Adam, and I'm back in the closet for yet another edition of Behind the Curtain. And today, I want to talk about the time I got to meet Selling Sunset's Chrishell Stause. In 2005, Chrishell, who you know from Netflix's Selling Sunset, was starring on ABC's All My Children as Amanda Dillon. A few weeks ago, I told another behind the curtain story about Chrishell's All My Children castmate, Bobby Eakes, who was having a CD release party at Tower Records in New York City. Now, here's the behind the curtain story about Chrishell. I went to Bobby's CD signing because I wanted to meet Bobby. But much to my surprise and delight, who was there supporting Bobby but none other than Chrishell herself? Since I adored Chrishell and All My Children, of course I went up to her to say hello. And what greeted me was that bubbly personality we all know and love, from Selling Sunset. Chriselle was so nice, and I was thrilled she was willing to take a picture with me. When I found out that Chriselle was cast on Selling Sunset, I knew it was a show that I was going to be watching. I have not had the opportunity to interview Chriselle yet, but she is definitely on my list of celebrities that I hope to speak with one day soon. And that is today's Behind the Curtain story. It's back to you in the GME studio.
Wow. You know, Adam has built, we were talking earlier about his 1.25 million visitors. He has built his entertainment platform called callmeadam.com. And he has a podcast bearing it all with Call Me Adam. And he's written a book, and he's done all these things that have collectively gelled to share all these fantastic stories. He's a great storyteller, and he's a great conversationalist with people. And I just love what he's sharing with everyone. Which, by the way, do we have a picture from his interview? I'm sorry, before we forget. Look at that.
I love it.
I love that too. So, yeah, Adam is just an amazing entertainment. He loves celebrities. He loves luminaries, and he really tries to show their essence in his communication, in his, sharing information with them. It's so different than what you usually get in entertainment.
Very, very good.
Very good. Very good. It's not cookie cutter at all. So anyway, Kim, I think it's time we head over to Princess Speak. What do you think?
Princess Speak is the simple business language for entrepreneurs that our community uses on the daily. And this week's word is game changer. So I use this in so many different ways, but I want to talk quickly about the game changer that seeing into the future can have on your life. So I'm going to go back to vision boards for a second because I'm all excited about Monday's vision board party. Vision boards are a way to help your brain get you what you want. And I think that's a game changer. Something that will change the trajectory of where you're headed, I believe, is a game changer.
I so agree, Kim. And I would also say that game changing is not turning around, and it's not turning 90 degrees. Sometimes it could just be a little bit of a shift or a different focus, and it can send you on a different path to what you really want. So it's not like you have to reinvent yourself or dream up these crazy dreams. Just focusing what you really want and truly want and identifying it can be a game changer for your future.
Boom shakalaka.
Well, I'm gonna jump in here. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, jump in, Adam, please.
I'm gonna jump in and say that a game changer for me has been the My Sexy Business community, because there are so many things that happen in this community that have helped me up-level my business, my social media, and I'm very grateful for everything that I have learned here.
Thank you for saying that, Adam.
I have to copy Adam and you, Kim. All the things that we learn from Groundwork Brigade is probably some of the biggest game changers for at least business. And then I have to say, some of the communities that I'm part of, especially on the mom side, have been game changers for me in being a parent. So lots and lots of things out there for us to get information from that can be game changers in our lives.
I'll bring in boom shakalakas.
I'm just going to add that I'm going to say ditto to what everyone else said. But also to me, a game changer is when you've been doing something the hard way and someone shows you a simple way to do it. That's a game changer for me, is going from hard to easy. Yes, please.
I love that, Kat. So how How many mic drops do we have across the board? We just have mic drops going off everywhere.
And I have to say, our community is a game changer. Just having people that really care about you, really talk to you, really share their experiences, and it's supportive is very unusual in the online space, in the virtual world that we're entrepreneurs in. So that has been an enormous game changer for me.
I love it. So I want to speak for a second about the community itself, because while we do sound like a commercial for this, we kind of are, because we're living proof of the community working. It is something that when you support each other and you actually have that support, I feel like we do better. It's better together. Business is better together. Life is better together. And one of the pushbacks I get sometimes is that it takes too much. It's going to take too much time. And I laugh because it saves so much time because of the things like Kat said about, an easy button for something, or we all bring something to the table, and that makes it different. So I think that the community is a game changer. And I feel like, yes, we're a commercial, but we want you to find your space. Like, even if it's not with us, we're here to really give you, examples of living proof. I'm just saying.
Living proof. We are living proof.
I love it. Jilla, were you going to say something?
Can I just add one quick thing? For
Please.
anyone watching, we are a community, but you know what I think is a big deal is that we actually really do like each other. We really do. We're not just saying it. We really do like each other. So I'm just going to put that out there.
Go figure, right? It doesn't happen too often. And tell me, all of you, if you didn't think at first, like, this can't be real. This can't be real. Like, it's really not real. Like, people really, yeah.
Kat, I'll say even that's a game changer, because look at all of us collaborating together.
We do.
Collaboration in itself is a game changer. Community is a game changer. Y'all are a game changer. Can I just say all of that? If you haven't connected with these amazing humans on this screen, I suggest you go right now and find the directory, mysexybusiness.com/GME. Scroll down and get connected with them, because they are so worth the effort and worth the time. If you're watching this show and you're thinking about a business, if you're watching this show and you've had a business a long time and you're already rocking it, at least we're entertaining y'all. Let me say that. We're a fun bunch. But if you are on this entrepreneurial adventure, join us every week. Join us for the fun, and maybe you'll pick up some ideas or some suggestions. But we appreciate you being here. And if you have a question, send it in. We literally are trying to pull all the questions we can. And we just want to say out loud that we are a game changer. You can be a game changer too, because it is possible. And we love y'all. Join us next Friday at 7 a.m. Central.
This is the team signing off for Good Morning Entrepreneurs.